Hi, I'm Abby Holcomb, and this is my personal video review of Likeonomics. In this book, the author, Rohit Bhargava, explores a different way to approach not only marketing, but he also challenges the way business is done. He suggests the more likable a person and business organization is to their target markets, public, and employees, the more successful it will be. Through real-world examples, he first describes the downfall of businesses and the negative perceptions of them because of poor leadership, greed, selfishness, and dishonesty. All of these problems led to what Bhargava calls the believability crisis, which describes how the public no longer believes anything companies do or say, and believes the companies do not have their best interests in mind, nor do they care. They have the perception that they are just bombarded with sales tactics. This problem helped give rise to public relations and marketing, and these fields have grown into mega industries and have become just as distrusted by the public as the companies they work for. Bhargava suggests this is a huge problem because it is hard to sell products to people who don't trust you and don't like you. Being able to solve this problem would lead to immediate improvements for businesses and eventually the economy, and is the ultimate focus of this book. To create likability, Bhargava explains what he calls the 5 principles of Likeonomics: trust, relevance, unselfishness, simplicity, and timing. It is through the integration of each of these that companies will be able to improve their believability and likability. A 2013 Nielsen survey report suggests that companies might be taking note of these suggestions. It reports that trust in advertising on branded websites increased 9 percentage points to 69% in 2013 as the most trusted format, a jump from 4th place in 2007. Word of mouth remains the most trusted by 84% of respondents. The author suggests that the likability gap is what makes companies trusted and their leaders successful and likable. It is much easier and enjoyable to work for a boss you like. Unfortunately, it is often rare, and the reality of the workplace now is a place where the employee will often work for a boss who is demanding, unappreciative, negative, and unlikable. This is why I think this is a hard thing to improve. I think the negativity and pressure comes from multiple levels of organizations, and without making changes at the top, it will be hard to change the lower levels. I agree that leaders need to be liked, but I do think there needs to be a balance of being liked that will make employees trust you and boost productivity, while also maintaining boundaries of enforcing corporate policy and maintaining respect. An article on InspiresMe.com suggests that managers should try to be likable, but they should try to be likable as a manager rather than an employee, and should make sure they don't overstep the line into office politics. When reading the book, the one element of Likeonomics that stood out to me the most is truth. When it comes to actual marketing of companies, that author suggests unexpected honesty. I think this is a great concept and completely agree. I think companies need to use the truth as basis for marketing and advertising. I also think consumers expect to be lied to in most advertisements they see, and the surprising honesty is both memorable and appreciated by them, which could create more sales. An article by David Mitchell on theobserver.com supports this idea. He writes, the motives may be dishonest, but the technique is brazen honesty. To scream, "This is the catch," so loudly that cynical consumers that they perversely ignore it. Of course, relevance, unselfishness, simplicity, and timing are equally important to the trust equation and need to be used equally. I really enjoyed this book and learned a lot from it. It is a refreshing take on the world of marketing, and if corporations could use these methods, there is no doubt they would benefit tremendously. I think it will be hard for some to change their ways, but if they do, they will definitely reap the rewards. I know I'll keep these in mind at my job, and hopefully it will make a difference. Thank you.